And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Doki New Eyes. This is once again Mob, taking you through a journey through the eyes of Yuri, the best girl, as we say as gamers. It's still warm out. This walk is going to be enjoyable, I just know it. Where should we go? There'll be too many students at the main parks. Let's go somewhere else. I know! Let's go and see the cherry blossoms. There's a path nearby that leads to them. It could be cool. Good idea. I saw them this morning. They were really beautiful. Cherry blossoms it is then. Now, I personally have never understood why they just go cherry blossoms in Japan, because it seems like it. As we walk, Natsuki hums to herself. She seems like she's in a much better mood now than she was when we were back at the club. Monica walks with grace and elegance, looking all around her as she does so. And as usual, I'm thinking, I can't wait to see Mom again. I want her to walk here with me too. Make a left to go down the little side street. Ooh, this is pretty. I didn't know there was such a place so close to our school. Though I personally prefer cherry trees themselves because of the fruit that comes from them. Cherries are very useful as a medicinal thing as well as being tasty. I'll put links to that in the description. Me neither, but I just have to find it while rolling around town one day. I often come here when I feel like being alone. You enjoy being alone? Well, of course. Sometimes I do. I personally enjoy being alone. To me, it's the best feeling in the world, is being alone. And Carl Jung had once said the highest and most decisive experience is to be alone. Something that I'm inclined to agree on. It can feel so good to get away from all the people that are close to you. Well, sometimes. I don't really understand that. I hate what the... She hates being alone. I thought Yuri always struck me as a loner because she always is like reading. She always has her face buried in the book. Yeah, this makes no sense. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Now you know about this place. What do you think about it, Monica? Monica turns around. She was taking a picture of the scenery with her phone. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. All these colors and the sweet scent. It's amazing. Thanks for showing us your secret place, Natsuki. It's not really my secret place, but I'm glad you enjoy it. Anyway, girls, I want to know, what do you honestly think of Victor? Doesn't even take a split second for that. Yeah, I'll bet. I don't think he's a bad person, but I can't seem to think of a reason why he joined the club. Theory had to go get him, so I'm pretty sure he was really interested. It's just, I'm uneasy around him. I don't like him. Oh, excuse me. Reminds me of the 70s song, I'm not in love. Or maybe I do. Toast. The blushing. Classic Natsuki. You know what? I don't even think I know. I don't even know. All I know is he's breaking my routine and it bothers me. Yeah, it strikes me that way too. I'm pretty sure Natsuki isn't really sure of what she's saying. We're the only people she's actually used to, so I can understand how she's feeling. I look over at Monica, who's staring straight at me. Oh, that's right, she was waiting for my feedback. Well, I'd say he's an enjoyable person. It looks like he's interested in what we're saying, and even though he doesn't read any kind of literature, he's trying his best. Oh, that line is going to piss off Natsuki. I could feel it. Oh, or not. He did say he would change his habits in order to read some more. We'll just have to see where this goes, but I have a good feeling about it. What about you, Monica? You look pretty happy to see him. Considering all the nice things they always said about him, I was definitely looking forward to having him stop by. I wasn't disappointed. He's a calm person, and as you said, he's trying his best for us. Unlike what Natsuki's saying, I have a good feeling about him being in the club. It doesn't feel out of place, you know? But you'll have to get used to him at some point. But you'll get used to it at some point, Natsuki. I'm sure of that. We'll see. Honestly, I just don't want him to see. I just want to see what he can write. That'll definitely give me more of an idea of who he is, if I can trust him. Natsuki's right. Analyzing someone's writing is a good way to learn more about his or her personality. And that's indeed something that's really interesting, the kind of poem that is written here. If it will indeed be a poem, I hope that it is. One of the few things that I didn't especially dig about the original game is that the words chosen didn't generate into a poem. Should be interesting to see if anything like that happens here. This conversation is making me more curious about what you'll come up with. It's already getting late. I think I'm going to head home. I enjoyed spending time with you guys. Let's do it again with Sailor and Victor someday. I thought that was Natsuki saying that. That's why I laughed at him. With Victor? Of course, say after the festival when everybody will know him a bit better. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. He turns around and quickly walks towards the main street. With Victor. Won't he get bored at some point? Hey, you know I'm still here, right? Don't just get lost in your thoughts while I'm here. I'm sorry, Natsuki. Shouldn't you be heading home too? Not really. I'm in no particular rush. Are you? Of course not, since I live alone. I have to purchase something at the mall, so if you want to come with me. Of course I do. It's quite the departure from the original game, which they didn't really hate each other, but seemed to be against each other all the time. Or maybe that was just because of the dude in question being there. What are we going to buy? It's a bit... well, you'll see. Alright then. Tell me it's one of yours famous knives. It's such a badass and hardcore thing how Yori has that passion for knives. I take a quick picture of the scenery with my phone and I put it in my bag. We both walked back to the main street. The mall was right next to us. It's weird that there are no students around us. Did we really stay in the alley that long? Natsuki and I entered the mall. This is pretty cool looking. I think I've also seen this in another playthrough of another game somewhere. Though I can't remember what it's called. I make an immediate turn after the entrance and I head to the back of the halls. Yes! See, apparently he is getting a knife. A cutlery? Why do you even want to go in there? Well, do you remember how I told you about my father had a knife collection? So that's where she gets it from. Of course I do. That's not a typical thing to hear. Well, before he left us... no, that ain't right. He asked me to keep an eye on it. Since then, I've been occasionally buying knives to add to the collection. You know, knives are beautiful items. Amen to that. Especially Leatherman knives. They're like Swiss Army knives, except they're American made, and there's nothing better than American made. They've got like a bazillion functions. They're awesome. Carry around on all times when I'm camping. They're a good representation of a country's culture. They're the best tools humans have ever created. Well, that I would disagree on. I would say that the light bulb would be such, because if you're cutting in the dark, yeah. Just saying. Oh, I see. It's nice of you to spend your money to contribute to your father's hobby. Let's see what they have in stock then. Okay, now please tell me there's choice things here that there are in visual novels that I get to pick out which knife she's getting. That would be so cool. I'll look at all the different knives the shop has to offer. I've already purchased most of them. A girl right after my own American heart. But there are a few new ones that have really caught my attention. It's hard to decide. Which one would Dad have liked? Yes! Sweet! Now, I'm going to save here. Now, this is a difficult decision. Because pocket knives are the most versatile. Butterfly knives are the baddest though. Butterfly knives what Kano has in Mortal Kombat. Though, even though they're the best, they probably wouldn't be very useful to a civilian. Butterfly knives originated in like the Middle Ages. What they were these things that, despite their cutesy sounding name, are actually extremely dangerous. It was three blades, two that sort of sandwich another, and by either pressing a button or pulling a switch or something like that on the handle, the two others would shoot out on either side of the middle blade. So though that's the baddest, I'm going to say pocket knife since that's the most versatile. Because as I said, like with Leatherman and Swiss Army knives, which are both pocket knives, they have all kinds of functions. So yeah, I'm thinking this. I grab one of this. Oh man, a simple pocket knife. That's no fun. Oh well. Looks pretty sturdy. The locking mechanism is in good shape. That's another thing I've learned in Scouts, ladies and gentlemen. That if you ever use a pocket knife, you should not rely strictly on the locking mechanism. You should always. That's just a backup feature, and you should always be showing the utmost care with any kind of knife. It's a bit expensive, but if that's the price to pay to make the collection bigger, I close it. It's a good product. I put the knife on the counter and I pay for it. Whoa, it's beautiful! See, even Natsuki gets it. Natsuki, now this I could not see Natsuki saying, with all due respect to the author of this game, because Natsuki is like all about cutesy kinds of things, and so therefore I could not see her digging knives. But yeah, I like seeing this. It's a departure from her usual cutesy ways. I really like it. Make sure you don't slice your finger again, though. Yeah, and also don't be like the moron in the first game who tested it out on his own finger. God, how long are you going to tease me about this? I followed her out of the mall. Go ahead back home. Thanks for letting me come with you. I hope you don't think I'm... Dude, weird is a good thing. Weird, if there were not weird people in the world, mankind as we know it would never have evolved past the caveman. Like, for instance, whoever first discovered fire and discovered how to wield fire had to have been weird. Had to have been out of the ordinary of the rest of the cavemen. And because of that, we got out of merely living in caves. So yeah, be proud to be weird. That's a life lesson I offer to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if she's saying weird, which is how I differentiate between the two meanings of the word, then it's not weird at all. Weird to me is like stalkers and that kind of thing, which it wouldn't be. Was that too straightforward? Of course not. It was cool. Exactly. That's right. You're totally right. Knives are interesting. Right. Exactly. You'll have to show me your collection one day. Well then, I will. See you tomorrow, Natsuki. See you, Yori. She waves at me and walks away. That was an incredibly good day. I stopped walking for a second. Natsuki's acting the way she is with Victor. It can't mean... No, know, she'd act differently. I'm just imagining things, right? Okay, I know what that means. I gently opened my front door and I entered my house. This is going to be like a love triangle thing about they're going to start beating at each other's throats over Victor. I put my bag on the floor and I set it on the couch. Wait, I just thought of something. This takes place in Japan, and to the best of my knowledge, I could be wrong, and if I am, someone please correct me, but I've heard that in Japan they don't have couches, that they have, so I saw one of those hands that turns into a hyperlink there for a second. They have instead pillows that they sit on the ground. But again, I could be wrong. If I am, just disregard that. I really don't know all that much about the Japanese culture. That's just something I've come to understand. I'm exhausted. A text message? I literally just left at Tsukimaka a few moments ago. Why would they need to say something so soon? I get my phone out of my bag. Mom? Again? Call me back. Did something happen? She's supposed to be working right now. I dial her number. That seems like a good place to leave off for this. If you dig this, please let me know by subscribing and leaving a comment there. Tell me what you think of this so far. Very well, ladies and gentlemen.